Just realized I didn't start the camera. It's winding right now. I made a brass tip for my soldering iron to get the wax paper on. And we're about halfway done with the second layer. I got 34 layers to go. Or no, 32 layers to go. This is the second layer, so it's 34 total. I'm going to stop right there because I just noticed something here, I think. No, that's right. I was looking at it, it looked like it was going over or under the pulley instead of over it. We're up to 620 wraps of the small wire, or the secondary.
Turn the other camera on.
I don't know if that camera's going to catch any footage anyway. He was acting up. Okay, second layer, we're at over 700 wraps. I don't like how my needle's bouncing. Measure this with my stick to about the distance out from this end, the end that I didn't grind down. So about the same as the other side, I guess. Getting close. Getting close to the end here. Right there. So now I need to get another piece of wax paper in there. And I made a bunch of them. And this has to go in underneath. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it under a straight edge and pull it out. Actually, I'm going to put it under the wax. I got some wax right here. And pull it straight up. Yeah, that didn't work very well. Wax isn't flat enough. Still didn't work. I need a sharper edge. Here's my scale. I gotta be careful not to bang that wire back there. Just hold the straight edge down. Put a little bit of a curl into it. That'll help get it under there. And then I'm supposed to preload this wax paper, even though it's wax paper, with more wax. I need to plug in my iron to get hot again. I'm going to go over and plug this in. What I'm going to do is make a puddle of wax, lay it in there, and then just slide that. And it puts a little extra wax out on the end. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I put some wax on it, on the paper, some extra wax. Now it's kind of curled up and joined itself here. You gotta, oh, don't drop it in. Don't drop it into on the floor and on the dirt and grit. All right, let's see if we can wrap that around and get it in there under the wire carefully. Okay, now I'm going to take iron and melt that down. Okay, and then I'm going to roll it a little bit. I'm going to flip the lever right away, so the arm, or so the it'll go the other way again. Roll it. Supposed to be a wrap and a half, approximately. So I'll just kind of try to get some of the bumps and air pockets out. Looking for the end. There it is. So that'd be about a wrap and a half right there. Plug this in quick for a second or two. It doesn't take long for that thing to heat up. My old soldering iron that I needed a new tip on it, so I figured, well, hey, I can use it for that because I had bought a new one. I'll cut that off. Doesn't take long to heat up though, that's for sure. Okay. All right, we should be ready to head back the other way now. I'm going to turn the RPM down even a little slower. First few wraps. I see a chunk of wax there. Yeah. I don't like that chunk of wax there. Smooth it out a little bit. He talked about, in the book, he talked about using a popsicle stick as a like a gouge on a wood turning lathe. He had to have been one talented individual, because no way that I could coordinate to do that on top of everything else. But some people are like that. They can multitask all day long. Unfortunately, I'm not a multitasker very often. Oh, I should have wrote that down. God darn it. I was going to write down each layer of how many wraps it was. And we're at 8:14 now. We must have made about, I'm going to say 40 laps. So I'm going to say a 760. Guess. I'm going to go second, and then I'm going to put a question mark because I didn't remember to write that down. Darn it. Wanted to do that. And we're off. Hopefully the camera back there is working. We're going on the third layer. First, second, and then we'll do the third layer. Only 31 layers to go. Wow. A lot of work involved in making a little miniature coil. A lot more work than I thought, wow, it'd be no big deal. In fact, like I say, I wanted to try to see if I could do it. If I just do one and succeed, I'll be happy. At least I can say I did it, you know. Something to be said about that. You know, my small engines that I build, yeah, I could buy parts and stuff. Like spark plugs, yeah, I could go buy spark plugs. But to me, I want to be able to say, yeah, I made everything on that engine. I even sometimes think about, I could be making my little screws, but I haven't gotten that far yet. Those little tiny screws are just beyond my capability. I don't have machinery to do it. Or this is testing my patience here already. He says that 2,000 wraps will create enough spark, enough voltage to run a single cylinder engine, and then 12,000 will a multi-cylinder engine, and then 14,000 is basically a high-speed engine, or something like a V8 or something like that. But for a V8, I like that. I like the CDI units that S&S sells. I really am happy with that. I wish they wouldn't have went to the new style though. I like the old style. It was smaller, a little more compact. You could build your own box around it instead of. I like it much better than the newer one. The newer style. I know they're trying to better their product, but something to be said for being able to finish it out yourself. I'm getting close to the end. I'm going to slow it down here and just take a few more wraps. Right there. Flip the lever before I forget. Write the number down before I forget. Okay, so we got 1175. 75, third. That's the third layer. And now, got to get some more wax paper again. One of these pieces should be long enough, I think. Okay, I'm going to use this piece right here. I'm going to go plug my iron in again, let her heat up. It didn't take very long to heat up, so I ain't even going to stop the camera. I'm over to my other bench here. I'll bring the camera over there to show you. I got kind of a mess over there too going on. I've been playing with stuff over here, so okay, so I think I'm gonna back you up here. I got the iron right here. It's on my engine that I got tore apart here. I got an engine tore apart because I'm redoing the pulleys and stuff on it, or the flywheels and the governor system. That's my first odds and ends engine. I put a flat belt pulley on it. But anyway, that's not what we're here for. I'm gonna melt a puddle of wax on my Sudoku book. The book is it's one that I already done. I'm a Sudoku nut. I like sitting and playing with numbers. Alright, so we'll just melt a puddle, some more wax down on that. Spread it around a little bit. Okay. And then take the paper and lay it on here. And then we'll lay this down on it. Okay. That just kind of loaded up a little bit of wax, extra wax on the paper. Unplug it, and it should stay plenty hot enough. This block on here that I put on soldering iron stays hot long enough to I need a bigger shop. That's all there is to it. We'll zoom zoom back in here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. Okay, I've already switched it, the travel. So yeah, I'll lay this. This is the hardest part. Hard part here is trying to get this under without wrecking something. I think I'm gonna lay I can't lay my straight edge down, and I'll take my wax back off because I didn't get the curl that I wanted. Not quite right. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it on here like this and then roll it around by hand and melt it down on there, maybe. Go like that. I know this isn't the way anyone says to do it. Okay. A wrap and a half. There's the end. I got a tear in the paper now too, darn it. Melt that down. I'm going to plug this in for a second. Wish I had a temperature control one where I could just set it and forget it, but I don't. If I was going to make bunches of these, I'd go buy one, but like I said, I'm going to be happy if I just make one, let alone make bunches. I got to get my stick here because I got the wax paper is. All right, unplug it again. I'm going to turn it a little bit by hand. All right, kind of got it on there. Now, slow down again. I wrote the number down, right? Yep. And here we go. First few wraps slow. Yeah, I only run at about 50% of my speed, which is, to me, is plenty fast enough. And maybe, matter of fact, a little too fast. I don't like how my needle bounces.
like there's some jiggles in the wire or something. See a blob of wax going around here too. I'm gonna have to take care of, I think. See if I can get that pushed down. I think I got it, kinda. Could be a long video if I put all of this footage on here.